phone and you test this.
Okay.
There we go. Let's see. All right, test that.
Uh,
Testing, testing.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Okay, that worked.
All right.
Sweet. Now try this.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Yes, it worked. All right,
All
now
right.
I'm gonna turn this one off. Now test that one. Turn it on.
Turn it on.
Turn it
What
on.
was that was?
No, yeah, keep that on.
All right. Testing, testing. Testing, testing.
It takes a while to catch up.
All right.
Okay, now that works. I'm gonna turn this on and you turn that off. Testing, testing, testing. All right, they both work.
All right.
It is game time for Upper Dublin boys basketball. And Josh Reiser right alongside Josh Courtney. Brian Courtney, brother is Josh. Brian Courtney. We'll take a lot of beats for that. We are here to see Upper Dublin face off against Pennridge. So they're already coming in this game really hot. 1-0. Brian, excuse me. How are you? How's it feel to be back?
It's good, definitely.
Yeah, we're finally here back at Upper Dublin Lockout House. It's been several months without any type of basketball.
Guys,
Upper Dublin was supposed to start last month. December 9th was supposed to be the start date. But of course, with everything that's going on.
Good morning.
But nonetheless, we are back.
This morning's game is between the Rams and Pennridge High School. Who are coached by
Of the football team
and the Upper Dublin Lion Cardinals, who are coached by head coach Chris Monahan, assisted by Josh, Daisy, and Vince Baraki. Here are this morning's starting lineup. For Pennridge, number 3, Justin Nichols. Number 4, Luke Yoder.
For Pennridge,
Number 13, Colin Post. Number 25. Number 25, sophomore Seton Kukla. Number 31, senior Anthony Kukla.
The whole time I was off, you never heard me once?
And number 44, senior Drew Stover. Officials are Mr. Vince McKay, Anthony Carmana, and Chris Luperini. Ladies and gentlemen, we do ask that you have your masks on the entire time while you're in the nest. Let's keep everyone safe and healthy. I ask that you please rise now for the flag of our national anthem.
works for football. Are the mics turned up all the way?
Hey. Pause.
Testing. 1 2 1 2. Testing. 1 2 1 2. right, sorry for the technical difficulties, but I'm not sure if you guys heard my intro. We are back with Upper Dublin boys basketball. It has been a very long time. I am Josh Azar, right alongside Brian Portney, the younger of the former Broadcasting Club member, Josh Portney. And just to give you guys a little insight of what's been happening in the game, the score is right now 9-5 with 3:44 left in the first quarter. Drew Stover after knocking down that last free throw. And the starting lineup earlier, Justin Nichols, Luke Yoder, Colin Post, Aiden McCloskey, and Colin Monahan from the Pennridge Rams. As Drew Stover pulls down the rebound, we have O'Sullivan, Fatiga, Stover, Curzier, and we have Seaton Kukla on the court. We have a bunch of new faces. Kukla, thank you. As Curzier has the ball, he swings it over to Sullivan. O'Sullivan, who was a starting varsity quarterback for the Upper Dublin Cardinals, led the team to a District 5A championship back in November. Here's Stover immediately double-teamed, finds Fatiga open for three, and he does not knock that down. Stover tried batting the rebound out, and then it's picked up by the Rams. Brian, how do you think this game will roll out off of the win coming from last night from the Pennridge Rams against Quakertown?
Well, they're definitely going to be confident going into this game, but I think Upper Dublin, they're inching to come back for basketball, coming out guns blazing, just putting all of it on the court.
Now, of course, Upper Dublin was supposed to start last month, and of course, with all the COVID restrictions and ongoing pandemic, it was not possible, but we are glad to have basketball back here on January 9th. And Curzier swings it over to Kukla, and here's inside Stover posting up, spins, and he does not get it to go, goes in and out. And here's Pennridge the other way. Here's Post, moves in Nichols, and that is Kukla who brings the rebound down. We are reaching the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Upper Dublin up by 4. Pennridge, a very, very good team. Last year they were first in their conference as O'Sullivan misses from 3 on that pullback. Here's Stumpo to Monahan, and now we have Nichols.
You put it in the middle. All right.
And Pennridge just swinging it around the perimeter, finds Yoder. Yoder decides to take it from behind the free throw line, and he knocks that one down. And so there's a mask violation. That's a new one, and it is a very necessary one. I was not expecting that.
Yep.
So Seaton Kukla will be taking out the game. Seems like the PIAA has added a few new rules so that Upper Dublin can keep up with the COVID restrictions to keep the community safe. Here's Stover to Curzier. O'Sullivan finds Fatiga. Fatiga stops in his tracks. And Stover's fighting for the rebound on the court, and it looks like it'll be a jump ball. Now, remember, in PIAA, there is no jump ball. It's just an alternating possession. Timeout on the court. We'll be right back.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just observe, say what you like. Stover is the one who receives the inbound pass, and Fatiga to facilitate the play. He finds Curzier on the right wing. And here's O'Sullivan back to Curzier. He thought about taking the 3. He stops. Back to O'Sullivan. And Fatiga on the right wing. He finds Foster. Foster thought about passing it into Stover. And Stover is heavily guarded inside. And he's definitely the matchup that people are looking at. Standing at 6'5", I mean, that's the man you want to get. O'Sullivan to inbound. Here's Curzier shaking and baking on his opponent, and O'Sullivan back with the ball. Uses a screen from Stover, finds Fatiga. Fatiga thought about the three, decides to take it inside. He misses from the paint. Foster is able to pick up the offensive rebound. And Curzier wide open for three, and that is no good as well. Here's Pennridge on the other way. And last minute shot is no good. Foster did not get the ball in time in order to get shot off for Upper Dublin. We'll be right back. Score is 9-7. Don't go anywhere. And we are just about to be back with some Upper Dublin Cardinal basketball. I'm so used to saying football. And with the start of the second quarter, scores 9-7 if you're just joining us. Last night, Pennridge played their rival Quakertown Panthers, and it was a pretty neat win. But they did struggle from the free throw line, going 9 for 19, so that's definitely something that I'm going to improve upon. Pennridge, coached by Dean Behrens, over 15 years of coaching. I could not find the exact years he's been coaching because it just kept going. I went as far back as I could, and that's as far back as he was coaching. There's nothing beyond 2006 or 2004. And here's O'Sullivan off of the make from the Rams. Here's Curzier over to Foster. Foster finds Stover inside, but it's almost stolen, and that's O'Sullivan trying to save it. It's going the other way. And the Rams now. Justin Nichols, who had 8 points last night, along with Luke Yoder. 8 apiece, and he struggled to get away, but now he got it to Colin Post. Colin Post inside, and he was fouled. Excuse me. He was fouled. Pennridge to inbound. Here's Nichols. And it was almost tipped out of bounds. The Rams were able to save it. And another foul against Upper Dublin. That is 2 total in the game. Justin to inbound once again. O'Sullivan right up against him. And O'Sullivan was able to tip that. Upper Dublin not able to recover. And Stumpo with the ball right now. Stumpo finds Yoder. And Yoder decides to take the shot after a long possession. Stover pulls that one down. 6:53 left in the second quarter, in the first half as well. O'Sullivan stops in place, gives it off to Curzier, and Curzier finds Fatiga on the left wing. For Fatiga now swinging around. Managing the play right now. Back in the hands of Curzier, uses a screen, gives it back to Stover. Stover able to keep the ball in his hands and gets it. He actually misses the easy 2, not something we see very often, but just trying to shake off the rust after not practicing for a whole month. Now, PIAA in the past, what they've been doing, they said you're supposed to get in 10 practices before we even start a game, but they changed that over to 5 once we had that second lockdown starting in December. So had we had a schedule in December, as Stover was able to get the easy 2 in and redeem himself. So if we had games in December, they would have had 10 practices. But after coming back on January 4th, they played as soon as possible, 5 practices in, and they are here today. The 3 from the Rams is no good. Here's Kukla on the other way, and Kurzier pump faking the pass, and Stover able to spin around and get the easy 2 once again. 5:45 left. Upper Dublin up by 4. That'll be a timeout taken by the Rams. We'll be right back. And we are back. Brian Portney, what have you seen so far, and what are you enjoying from the Cardinals on the court today?
Well, it was kind of a low-scoring first quarter, but it is still very fast-moving. I feel like I blinked and it's now, halfway into the second.
And it is 13-9, Upper Dublin up by 4. And, this matchup will really pose as a it'll really show us where Upper Dublin is as far as what we'll see for the rest of the year, because Pennridge, they've been known to be a really good team, especially last year.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a measuring stick game. The first game's always, you want to see where you go from that.
Last year, they went 21-10-1. Somehow they got a tie in there. But all the way till the end, they couldn't last until the end. They went third round in the playoffs. I believe that's state playoffs, first round of state playoffs, and they ended up losing. But anyone who makes a state playoffs in a boys bracket, that's pretty impressive. And considering how competitive it is, 13-10.
That's the first free throw they made. That's the first free throw that Pennridge has made today. They were 1 for 2 on the line.
Tim Boudeliers was subbed in the game for the first time today. Game started at 11 a.m., not the usual 7 p.m. And Pennridge, we were really waiting to hear back from either Neshaminy or Pennridge whether we'd hold a game today. I believe Neshaminy did have COVID issues, the boys varsity team. But this is our first time having a doubleheader this year. Girls varsity games stick around 2 p.m. They will be facing off against the Neshaminy Redskins. Under 5 minutes left. Pennridge taking their time. And post is fouled.
Sorry.
4th team foul on the Cardinals today.
14th or
4th team.
Oh, 14 foul.
And a couple more, and they will be in the bonus. Pull-up shot is no good from the Rams. That is Matt Campione, who had 7 points last night. Helped lead the Rams to a win against their rivals, the Quakertown Panthers. Here's Kurzier, finds O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan looking inside for Stover. Stover spins and couldn't get an open look. Stover now letting Kurzier know to set up the play. Here's Boudelier. Boudelier trying to find anyone inside, and Kukla is double-teamed. Try to break out of that one. That is a second team foul coming from the Rams today.
And it's just going to be a passing foul. From number 41, Tim Boudelier.
Tim Boudelier inbounds ball, and he has the ball right now in his hands. Finds O'Sullivan on the left wing. O'Sullivan thought about giving to Kurzier in the corner. Instead, he's going to slow down the play. Curzier back with the ball. And Stover really
Waiting for the
using
ball.
his height and strength to knock down his opponent. Both of them toppling over onto the ground. 4 minutes, 13-10, Upper Dublin up by 3. Here's O'Sullivan to inbound. Finds Stover. Stover using his length and height to really get that ball, but he missed on that shot.
He's
Stover,
sorry.
Go for
He's
it.
the team's big man. Yeah, he's the one guy you can trust to make those shots, just get in the range and try and.
Third
Yeah.
year varsity, yeah, he's the guy you want to go to. Most experience on the court. 9th grade, he did play on the 9th grade team. And here's Stover using, as I said before, all of his weight, all of his body to get in the lane.
Yeah, you can trust him to go ahead and make the layup. Just go right there and out defense him.
So as I was going to say before, Stover's career high was 38 against Pottstown last year. And we're looking forward to see whether he'll break that one. I think it's very possible. You know, most experience this year. He's a senior, and you want to take advantage as much as you can. Noah Lee's going to be subbed in the game, who also plays varsity football. Had some huge plays in the first half back in November on the District 5A Championship. The Rams to inbound the ball. Yoder setting up the play, uses a screen from Nichols, and he decides to take the three. No good. And offensive rebound hauled in by Campione. And here's Nichols, decides to take the Kobe-type shot. And he gets that one to go. 15-12, Upper Dublin up by 3, 2:52 left in the first half. Here's Noah Lee in the corner. Finds Boudelier at the top of the key. Boudelier in between his legs, gives it back to Noah Lee. Lee trying to find a man inside. Boy, you know, those masks, they have to focus on everything on the court, but the masks come first. When they slip below the nose, they have to pull it back up even in the middle of a play, just so they don't get a mask violation. Tim Boudelier working inside, decides to take the shot and gets it to go.
Shot.
Boudelier, 17-12, 2 minutes left in the first half.
That's a nice shot selection from Boudelier. Yoder gives it off to Nichols. Nichols trying to drive in, and that is going to go for a foul.
Glad to have Amari Johnson tuning into the game. He just saw a little pop-up text from him. He transferred schools, but good luck to him, and we appreciate everything you've done on court for Upper Dublin last year. He's a sharpshooter. Here's Nichols at the line. And first one is no good.
So Pennridge is 1 for 3 at the charity strip today. Hope they can work on that.
And last night, as I said before, they went 9 for 19. Not a really good look as far as free throws. But they did get the win. Assuming that free throws are on the line or at stake for today's game, it's really crucial. They have 47% from the line. It's something you got to work on. And, you know, I do expect these teams to come off a little rusty from not playing the past month. I hope they did individual workouts at home. Here's Stover and gets the shot. Ref waves it off. Stover not liking that one.
Well, that shot ruined out, and now they're 1 for 4 at the line. That's tough.
And Fatiga to pass it in. Fatiga finds Lee. Lee swings it over to Curzier, and Fatiga stops in place in the left corner. Fatiga moving on to Noah Lee. Back to Curzier. There is no shot clock in high school basketball, so Upper Dublin can take as much time as they need as Kukla decides to take the shot. He missed, but a foul.
And he's going to go to the line for this one.
That's the Rams' 15th foul.
1:21 left in the first half. Upper Dublin up by 5.
And
First
that'll go.
one, he nails that one, bringing Upper Dublin to 18.
How many are they from the foul line? Are they 1 for 1? All right, here's our second shot attempt.
Here's
It's good.
Kukla and gets the second to go. He is 2 for 2 on that one. Rams get it over to the half court from that inbound pass. Upper Dublin, really tight defense. Moving inside, Monahan able to get that one to go. 1:05 left, 19 to 14. Upper Dublin now up by 5. Kerzier
With the ball.
to Lee. Lee in the corner, back to Kerzier.
Here's here to.
Lee at the top of the key. Fatiga, I think the main objective of this game is to get it inside to Kukla or Stover. And it's going to be Rams ball.
Yep, the two big guys on the court, Kukla and Stover. They're your playmakers. Or at least for Upper Dublin, they are.
Here are the Rams. Post with the ball, trying to find any man inside. You know, Upper Dublin really with the height advantage, so they have no choice but to take jumpers from the outside or just inside the perimeter. They want to avoid Stover as much as possible, as he was
Time
just taking
running
out
out.
the game.
Here's
And
Kerzier
13
with the ball.
seconds left. 19 to 14, Upper Dublin up by 5. Here's Fatiga decides to take the inside shot, and he scoops it up and in. 21 to 14, Upper Dublin takes the ball back. Kerzier not able to get it off. Boudelier gets the last shot.
Buzzer
Go
beater.
right as the time expires. Good feeling heading into the second half. That is halftime. Upper Dublin 23 to 14. That is hustle. Something you love to see. 23 to 14, Upper Dublin up by 7. We'll be right back in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Back in the second half, Upper Dublin's up 23 to 14, up by 7. I am now here with CJ Ambrose.
Hello, everybody. I'm happy to join you for this second half of the Upper Dublin basketball season opener. So we got the team coming out, and Drew Stover with 10 points in the first half, really just dominating in the paint. Let's see what they do here in the second.
On court, we have Fatiga, Kukla, Kerzier, O'Sullivan, and Stover. Fatiga on the right wing. He's trying to laser it over to Stover, and Kukla finds Stover from the top of the key. Back to Fatiga. Fatiga almost lost that one.
Now
O'Sullivan, and the ref blows the whistle.
So there's no shot clock here, so these guys can take as much time as they want. Fun fact here, Stover has only missed about a minute of this game. This team is clearly built around him on the offensive floor.
Anyone that can have a career high of 38 is definitely someone you want to feed the ball to for the whole game.
1000%.
And here are the Rams air ball, and O'Sullivan able to get a hand and grip on that one. O'Sullivan the other way finds Kerzier. He thought about taking the right corner three, and Fatiga's open him from the left corner. He misses that one.
Although it was a missed shot, that was great vision there by, who was that? I'm sorry, I'm freshman here, new to the team. Who was the one that made the pass?
Kerzier.
Oh, Crazier. Great pass, great vision down the court.
Here are the Rams. Finds post, not in the post. Yoder to Fisher, and playing some tea party passing here by the Rams, just swinging it around the perimeter, not really able to get any open looks. That just shows you the quality defense that Upper Dublin's putting on tonight.
You see both teams are running man defense, so they're just trying to run screens, find mismatches, and maybe even catch a defender off guard. That's what you have to do against man. And for Upper Dublin, it's worked a lot more with the size advantage they have at that center position.
Feeding inside. Here's Kukla able to get the two. 25 to 14. Those are the first points of the half.
Double-digit lead here for Upper Dublin, really trying to extend it and attack the paint.
As I said before, this kind of matchup will really let us know and give us insight into the rest of the season of how Upper Dublin do. And although it's just a season opener and these teams just getting back into it, I have some high hopes for Upper Dublin this year. Last year, they had a below 500 record, just missing the playoffs, short by like half a game, and then until the end of the season, they had another loss, and at that point it was just completely out of the window.
Well, I completely agree with you, Josh. Opening day is like Christmas. You either get present or you get cold, and you find out very fast.
Fatiga racing down court, finds O'Sullivan, not able to take advantage of that fast break. Kukla inside to Stover, and immediately the ref blows the whistle.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't stop him, might as well foul him. Okay, so now inbounding the ball is Upper Dublin. Expect to see some screens set by Stover. Actually, they give it to Stover.
Stover posting up, and he's not able to miss that. He was triple teamed. He missed that one. 5:22 left in the third quarter. Yoder, moving inside, decides to take it for himself and buries it in. Now it's 25 to 16, bringing it to 9. Upper Dublin up, and Kerzier almost losing handle. The ball finds Kukla. Kukla back over to Fatigue on the right wing. Foul against the Rams, and that is a second team foul. Actually,
it's the second team foul for the Rams, and you're really starting to see some frustration as they make a substitution. Don't worry, it's first game for all of us.
Fatiga to inbound the ball. Yoder having a word with the ref. Not sure that he was pleased with that call. 5:02.
When you're down by 9, it just happens sometimes. You can't get right.
O'Sullivan fires, and Fatiga able to get that rebound, and high IQ play right there. He just hits it off of Yoder in order for Upper Dublin to keep possession of the ball. He got the defensive rebound. He saw he was in trouble, and that was just really smart and quick acting.
Yeah, if you don't got anyone open, hit it off them. We've seen Russell Westbrook and other NBA players do it just like that.
Stover inside, triple teamed and still able to get in the basket. 27-16. Upper Dublin up by 11 once again.
You know, size is very valuable in basketball, and we're just seeing that come true here today with Stover.
This is just a reminder to hit that follow button on our Twitter at UD_broadcasting. And if you're listening on YouTube, subscribe. A lot of content coming to you from all directions of the Upper Dublin District. We are happy to bring to you live streams of any sport. And the more you support us, the more we support you.
And there's more than just sports on this channel, too. You get updates, stuff that you might not see in emails. They post it on the YouTube channel, see all sorts of things.
Such as the new Sandy Run Middle School. Get many updates on that, on the reconstruction
and the development of the school, yeah. And now, here's something. I believe Pennridge is one of their last 25 from the charity stripe. Make that 2 of 26. I mean, you know, it's called the free throw line. Free. And when you can't cash in on free things, what are you doing?
Here's Lee in the left wing, finds Curzier over to Fatiga. Fatiga looking inside, and cross-court pass over to Lee. Lee thought about taking it, immediately double-teamed. Back to Fatiga.
You know, Fatigue's been a great facilitator today.
Stover passes it to Lee in the corner, and Lee just not able to knock that one down. You know, Upper Dublin really struggling from 3 today. Still trying to get used to that one. And they just keep missing him. I believe that the only 3 is made by Seaton Kukla back in the first quarter. He did make a 3. And Lee pump fakes, drives inside, but it's taken away.
We remind you to stay tuned, because after this game at 2:30 is the girls' varsity basketball as well.
They play in the Chamonix Redskins, so just stick around for more coverage of varsity basketball. And that was the Rams, who just got a 2 in there. Fatiga at the top of the key finds Lee. Lee looking inside once again, and Stover wide open. And he's able to roll that one in off the glass. Stover now with 16, I believe.
I mean, that's just like leaving Shaq open. What are you doing? It's never going to work.
Stover already just dominating the game with, I believe it's a team high of 16. I think also on the overall game high of 16 points. 2:44 left, 29-19, still a double-digit lead.
You know, if that wasn't called a foul there, you might have seen the Pennridge head coach's head explode. Inbounding the ball is Pennridge.
Nichols. Justin Nichols finds Yoder just outside the 3.
And now they're going to bring Stover out to defend on the perimeter. This can be very interesting to see what happens.
He won't be phased. I spoke too soon.
That was good defense, just a great shot. You know what they say, can't defend a perfect pass, can't defend a perfect shot.
Got to give credit to both sides. And here's Lee, top of the key to Curzier, and Fatiga swinging around the perimeter once again. Here's Stover, decides to take the jump shot right at the right elbow. He can do it all.
Versatility is the name of the game, and Stover's showing that offense, defense, it doesn't matter. Bringing up the ball is Pennridge, screen set.
And here's Pennridge, tries to slice through into the paint. Instead, they'll take a 3, and it rattles in. That's one of the first 3s made from both teams.
I believe that's
a third 3 from Pennridge. Just not many of them tonight. And here's Curzier, stuck in place, forced to give it back to Fatiga, back to Curzier. And he decides to take it for himself, and that is no good. He gets it back, and he loses it.
You know, that just shows the importance of Stover. Because he was there, the defender had to drop back, even though it wasn't a make.
And Nichols' shot is no good. Kukla able to bring that one down. Fast break opportunity for Stover. It was blocked, but he decides to get it back and put it back. That's another 2 for our all-star center, Drew Stover.
You know, I bet you his strategy. He just wanted to waste a bit more time off the clock, get his rebound numbers up.
Trying to get a triple-double out here. Yoder facilitating the play right here. 50 seconds left, just under a minute in the third quarter. 35-23, Upper Dublin to maintain this 12-point lead. And Lee able to rip it away. Yeah, fast break opportunity once again, and lobs it down. Slams it down
my
to
goodness!
Stover.
Oh my!
If you don't like that, you don't like high school basketball. And that's a miss from the Rams off the right iron. They're able to get it back. And we have to give credit to Fatiga on that lob. I mean, you don't see that much in basketball, but when you get the chance, that's your only chance.
You know, momentum's a very powerful thing, and it is completely in Upper Dublin side as their clock straining down to around 5.
Upper Dublin last possession, 3 seconds left. Kersier's gonna have to take it, and he pulls. Buzzer beater is no good. Nonetheless, it is 37-21. Upper Dublin.
Setting off
Huge,
fireworks
huge
here.
third quarter. And off of that dunk from Drew Stover. We'll be right back.
See you in the
After
fourth.
Moving into the fourth quarter, Stover now with 20 points. Game high,
Season high.
season high. Hope to see much more of that for the rest of the season. Upper Dublin, upcoming game. This is subject to change, of course, with everything happening in the world right now, whether teams have conflicting issues with coronavirus. However, Upper Dublin, next Friday is the next game we expect to see 6 days from now against Quakertown. Then they move on to PW on January 19th. And then they have 3 more games after that for the rest of the month over at Wiss on the 22nd, Hatboro Horsham away and on the 26th, as I said before, in Abington, moving on to the 29th. 7:54, we're starting the fourth quarter as Colin Post is able to knock that one down, breaking the ice.
Yeah, Upper Dublin, they just got to keep their foot on the gas. If they can keep doing what they're doing, they'll have no problem wrapping up this first game.
Third quarter is very important, probably the most important, to really see who has a step in this game. And Upper Dublin really able to make use of that. Here's Kersier, finds Lee. Lee has stayed in the game for a long time, coming off the bench. Stover turning around, and he does not get that one to go.
3 to double team, too.
Taking a highly contested shot like that takes confidence. So Stover's going to go to the line. He has 2 made free throws tonight.
I can't blame him for having confidence right now. I mean, yeah, that alley-oop was just incredible. As he's going to take these free throw attempts from the charity stripe.
First one bounces up and in. I'll take it.
I think that really describes this game for Upper Dublin. You don't know, but it's still going to go.
I think they know. I think after that third quarter, they know. 36-25, 40 seconds into the fourth quarter. Looking to make it 12-point lead, and it's no good. Upper Dublin with able to get second chance on this one. Fatiga decides to take the open 3. Hits front iron.
I'm a freshman, so I'm just thinking, theoretically, couldn't Upper Dublin just hold the ball for 7 minutes?
They could, but I don't think the other team would be so fond of that. Here's Lee racing down the court, finds Kersier. Kersier almost lets it slip by. He decides to move in the baseline, finds Koopa. Koopa over to Lee. Lee almost decided to take it. He did have an open look, slowing down the play. Stover finds Lee in the corner, open, and once again, no good.
There were 4 guys looking like toddlers as he's just holding it up in the air, the ball.
And here's Colin Post into the corner from Yoder. Back to Post, or Nichols.
This Pennridge team just has to focus on the fundamentals. This game isn't over as they get it down to a 8-point game. That's only 4 2-pointers, 3 3-pointers, and they take the lead.
Monahan knocks down his second three, not to be confused with our coach Monahan. And Lee pulls once again. No good. You know, first year of varsity, you're gonna get those open looks, and you're gonna take advantage of them and make use of it. But you gotta knock it down. So I think that's where the learning curve starts. And hopefully by the time he ends his high school career, that's what it will finish. Stover, once again, an opportunity on a fast break, a layup, and it is no good.
That was a lucky no foul call there.
And here's Post trying to move in on the paint right against Fatiga. And here's a spin move coming from Nichols, hits the right iron. Offensive rebound almost hauled in by Yoder. It's going to stay Rams ball.
So, with the ball is the Rams. And what they're going to have to try to do here is just find good mid-range shots, in my opinion. You're going to want to get some screens and really just find a way to keep it away from Stover. Because if he gets close, it could be a block.
And here's Curzier on another fast break opportunity. One of the many that Upper Dublin has had in the past 2 quarters. Curzier decides to take it. No. Upper Dublin, once again, they're really struggling from 3, hitting it from beyond. That's something that they were really able to pull off last year, especially in crunch time, prime time minutes.
We're going to head to timeout here. It's a 6-point game, 36-30. Upper Dublin leads with 5:07 left in the 4th.
Welcome back into the 4th quarter off of this timeout. Players heading back on court, 36-30. Upper Dublin in white, new uniforms, sponsored by Nike. You know, with red stripes on every lining, and Pennridge Rams, black uniforms, white stripes moving along down the side.
I love the bottom of the pants for Upper Dublin. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about this game, which is getting really close for comfort. Completely different feeling than the start of the 4th.
And the end of the 3rd. Pennridge Rams able to bring it within 6. You know, Upper Dublin had as much of a 12-point lead in the 3rd quarter. So they really can't let that slip by. See, they're taking their time right now, and that's exactly what they probably want to do. I don't recommend it. 6 points is still 2-possession game for the Rams to come back.
Well, what the Rams are doing here is they've decided to go from a man defense into a zone defense. Really just trying to fill out those gaps, see if they can get multiple guys on Stover at once.
Cross-court pass finds O'Sullivan and Fatiga. Back to Curzier. Curzier thought about taking it. Stover lost the handle of the ball. It's going the other way. 4:18 left as we see Coach Funston in the house, getting ready to coach a 2 o'clock game against the Chamonix Redskins. Upper Dublin girls basketball. Tune in at 2 p.m.
Okay, so what Pennridge is running is a 3-1-2 zone as there's a foul.
Upper Dublin really losing momentum here. 4:04 left. You really have to bring that energy back into the Cardinal Stadium. Cardinal Arena. Stadium is back in the football field.
I mean, who knows? The Cardinals, the Flying Cardinals, the Iron Cardinals. There's a lot of names here in Upper Dublin. Right.
Nichols at the line. And that's the first made free throw of the day. Coming from Justin Nichols, 36-31. An opportunity to make it a 4-point game. We have Boudelier, O'Sullivan, Stover, and Curzier on court, and Fatiga. Second one's no good. Still 5-point game. Fatiga.
Fatigue's taking it up. And what Pennridge is pretty much trying to do here is they're trying to just, oh, they found a hole in the zone. That could be bad for Pennridge. You see, running this type of zone defense, what they're trying, I'm sorry, I wanted to see the foul call there. By running this type of zone defense, what they're doing is they are attempting to take away the threes and the close shots. You got to try to get to the mid-range here for your Upper Dublin.
Yesterday, Quakertown coach against Pennridge, they did come off of a loss. The Panthers did. Pennridge took the win, as I mentioned before. He thought that they really played well defensively. Quote, "It's no secret that Pennridge is a team that consistently played in the state playoffs the last couple years. For us, able to hold them to 39 points, he said, I think it's attributed to how we play defense." So, an optimistic quote from the Quakertown coach. Holding them to 31 right now. Let's see if Upper Dublin can hold them below 39 from last night. And, you know, back-to-back games, you don't see that much in high school basketball. Actually, you don't see that at all. I mean, considering what's going on tonight or today in the world,
Heck,
it's going to be common.
Before all this started, the NBA even decided that they want to stop playing back-to-back games because of how tiring it is on the players.
Yeah. Pennridge Rams had a 67 win percentage last year. And see if they can kind of work up to that once again. If they come away with a win today, they'll go up 2-0, Upper Dublin 0-1. But Upper Dublin really looking to start this season with an exclamation point with the first win.
Some ball movement. Getting the steal.
Stolen by the Rams and easy two. Now it's a 3-point game, 1-possession game for the first time since the second quarter. Upper Dublin really needs to let the noise out of their head. O'Sullivan back to Curzier.
This is like a baseball game where a reliever, they really just need to bear down and end the game. You can't let them keep crawling back.
Stover inside off the glass, and we have seen that way too much, and we want to see it more. Stover's signature move in the paint, bringing it back to 5.
Just a beautiful little drop step. That's all he needs to do, and he hits it every single time.
Here's Fisher. Forced to pass it out over to Nichols. Nichols taken away by Stover. Barely an effort on that one. It's all in the length of his arms and height.
I mean, when you're that tall, you don't even need to jump. That just shows the advantage he has with his height.
Stover in the left wing, and it is tipped out by the Rams. It remains Upper Dublin ball. 2:33 left in the fourth quarter. It is a tight game, 38-33. Upper Dublin really needs some clutch shots, daggers, as we call them.
And if there's one person that can bring that coming into the game, it's Sean Kukla. He hit that early 3. He is very good from outside.
Stover back to Fatiga. And Fatiga finds Kukla. Decides to take the 3. Will he get it? No. It is too strong of a shot. And it'll be Rams ball. 2:22. And if you're just joining us, just that quick reminder to hit that subscribe button on UD Media YouTube channel on Twitter. Turn on those notifications at UD_broadcasting for live updates and live games. We'll try to stick with you for the rest of the season. Here are the Rams on the other side of the court. Nichols taking on O'Sullivan. And from beyond, it is good from Colin Post.
Wow, it is tight. A 2-point game, under 2 minutes left. It can swing any direction.
Colin Post really making use of his position as a shooting guard. And here's Kurzier at the top of the key, swings it over to Kukla. Kukla looking, and it is a 2-point game, 38-36. Upper Dublin up by 2. Kukla trying to move inside, and it's a foul.
That's a debatable call there by the refs. And I'm an Upper Dublin fan, too.
4th team foul. You got to keep it neutral sometimes. 4th team foul by the Rams. O'Sullivan to fire and trigger it in.
You know, they have 14 fouls. Both teams have 14 fouls. So one more foul, and they're going to the line. Doesn't matter what type.
That's another missed 3 by the Cardinals. Those are really shots you need to make in times like these. And shot is no good by the Rams. That is by Colin Post, short 2, and that is not in favor of Upper Dublin. It'll be Rams ball.
Timeout taken. That was a really head-up play by the Rams player. He gets the ball and quickly calls a timeout.
1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
You know, a few years ago in the playoffs, we saw the Clippers against the Warriors. Warriors were up by 30 points and blew it. This is very reminiscent. Although it wasn't 30, it was 16 points heading into this 4th quarter.
1:16 left in the 4th quarter. Upper Dublin really cut down the lead to 2. They had more than a double-digit lead. Well, I mean, not more, but more than a 10-point lead in the 3rd quarter. They can't blow this one. They can't let this slip by as Nichols hit it off of O'Sullivan to inbound it. Russell Westbrook type play.
Yeah, second time we've said that name today.
And here's Monahan inside lane and scores tied for the first time since the 2nd quarter. Upper Dublin, just under a minute. Got to make use of this play. This is the most important play of the game.
Now let me ask you a question. Who are you giving it to here, Josh?
You gotta give it to inside. Obviously, they haven't done good from beyond the 3. And right there, we just saw a steal from the Rams. Upper Dublin got to put on that defense we saw in the 3rd quarter right here. Just under 30 seconds. Score is knotted up at 38. Post. Fatiga right up against him.
Under 20
15 seconds. It looks like they're going to keep this for the last possession. Could we see overtime or could we see a possible win from the Rams? Corner 3 on the right side. Stover heavily guarding his man. And it'll be a timeout taken by the Pennridge Rams. I'm shaking, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
We'll stay with you for the timeout. 5.5 left in the 4th quarter.
We're not talking about minutes. We're talking about seconds.
Oh, thanks for that. 40. Now we're gonna head it in full timeout taken by the Rams. You know, it can go to absolutely anyone here. Pennridge, they're a really good beyond the arc team.
I'm giving it the Post here.
Post has been hot in the past few minutes after hitting that 3, and the Rams able to tie it up at 30. Upper Dublin, if they lose, they will go on to play Quakertown next week. In 6 days from now, it'll be home. We'll be there. We hope you will too.
Hey, we might be able to get some free basketball today, depending on this shot.
And players will take the court once again. Back-to-back night for the Rams. I mean, it'll be. I have to give them credit if they coming back from a 12 to 15 point lead. I don't even know what it is. And the fact that on a back-to-back night, back-to-back day, just played about like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, we're so nervous we're even slurring our words here. Here's the inbound.
Justin Nichols to inbound the ball. 5 seconds left. Nichols able to find Yoder. Yoder, he's going to have to put it up. And it is no good. Upper Dublin will see overtime. We will see you there. And with that buzzer, we are in overtime. Score is knotted up at 38. 4 minutes in high school basketball OT.
I mean, it's a barn burner here. Upper Dublin, they were up by 16 points heading into late in that third quarter. It is tied with Pennridge.
What's the overtime plan here?
Overtime plan, give it to your best players in the best position possible. There's no shot clock. Don't look for a good shot. Look for a great shot every time.
And Stover right with Yoder. Yoder 6'1", facing up against a 6'6" center on our team.
I heard some reports that he might be up to 6'7" now.
It's a rumor we're going to have to confirm. Stover easily gets that one. As 4 minutes start for this OT, first OT of the season, along with the first game of the season. O'Sullivan.
You know, this game has been my favorite of the season.
In the year. Fatiga back to O'Sullivan. Fatiga just almost took it. Finds Stover inside and open for three. O'Sullivan, can he finally get it to go? Stover almost got the rebound back. Kukla fighting for it.
Questionable call. He might have been out of bounds there.
And Post the other way. Post moving inside. Stover almost able to get a grip on that one. Nonetheless, here's Kerzier off the leg. And
that's a kick ball violation, yeah.
It'll remain Upper Dublin ball. That was close to becoming a steal. Almost threw that one away.
I mean, man, that ball just bounced straight up into the air.
Already 1 minute into overtime. Kerzier to trigger it in. Finds O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan looking, passing it out to Kerzier.
Here's a double team by Kerzier. O'Sullivan, extremely tight defense.
They're just trapping the ball handler.
And Fatiga wide open. He thought about taking it, as he probably should have, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Fatiga trying to find Stover inside. He's forced to give it to O'Sullivan, back to Fatiga. Fatiga almost thought about taking it again.
It looks like just no one has the confidence to take it right now. They've had this ball for almost 45 seconds now. Just passing it around, yeah.
I mean, hey, game plan's a game plan. Maybe this is it. Here's O'Sullivan. Top of the key, finds Kukla. Kukla over to Kerzier, who finally decides to take a three, and it's good.
Like I said, you have time. Not good shots, great shots.
That is the third three made by Upper Dublin today. Much needed. And considering their struggles from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter, I can confirm that that was a great shot. As
right
Luke
back.
Yoder responds and retaliates with a three of his own as well.
I mean, we're just right back in the same place we were 5 seconds ago. One step forward, one step back.
1:50 left in the fourth quarter. In overtime, there is no fourth quarter right now. Kukla finds Fatiga, swings it around to Stover at the top of the key. Stover's going to look to go inside.
I mean, Kukla has the size advantage. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to post up.
Stover takes it. Shot is no good. No one liking that call, especially Anthony Fatiga. I don't even know why the Rams coach is yelling out there. And in attendance, we have Josh Portney, former student graduate of Upper Dublin.
His brother was doing the first half here with Josh. I took over here in the second. He's working cam right now.
Here's O'Sullivan, swings it out to Fatiga. 1:25 left in overtime. O'Sullivan stopping in place, finds Stover. Stover almost had a shot taken. He still takes it, and one. Shot is good. He's going to the line for one more.
I think
that's the exact type of play you need from Stover, and you know he's redeeming himself from that first call, or at least the refs are redeeming themselves.
Primetime play from a primetime player. What is that, 25 today?
We're going to have to confirm with Coach Stover, his father, and the coach of the Upper Dublin Cardinals football team. And the extra point is no good. Still take the 2 points, though, and
Kukla with the foul there, and again, you got to make these free throws, especially here. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They are free throws. 3 points. It's off the board.
Post back with the ball. Gonna set plays in motion. Engineering his own. Fatiga is locked in.
Upper Dublin running a full court press. Meanwhile, Pennridge running a half court trap defense.
Fisher to Yoder. Yoder stops at the right elbow. Fisher thought about taking it, and a shot is missed by the Rams. Here's Stover, and he's fouled.
You know, those floaters, I mean, they look beautiful when they go in, but if you miss by just a little bit, it's not going to go in.
That's going to send Stover to the line. They are in the bonus. Oh, no.
We're going to timeout call. 48.2 seconds left. Upper Dublin leads 43-41.
And we are back. 5 seconds remaining in this timeout. 43-41, Upper Dublin up by 2. And I do believe that Stover's going to head to the line to shoot these free throws because they're in the bonus. It's going to be a 1-and-1 in high school basketball until 10 fouls. It'll be 2 free throws, but for now, he's got to make 1. If he makes the first, he gets to shoot a second. 48.2 seconds left in overtime. Upper Dublin up by 2.
You know, O'Sullivan has missed 1 minute in this entire game, and we're in overtime. That's the most impressive thing today, I think.
Jimmy Butler minutes.
Yeah.
And shot is good. He's going to shoot a second. A chance to bring it to a 2-possession game, 44-41. Just a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, UD Media, and our Twitter is at UD_broadcasting. Second shot is no good, coming from the 6'6" center. We'll take 1. It's a 3-point game. And inside shot, too strong off the glass, but a foul. And that will send Luke Yoder to the line, 6'1" senior.
You know, if he misses one of these 2 free throws, you might start seeing some fouls here by Pennridge. Some intentional fouls.
Next foul. Now Pennridge is in the bonus. First free throw is good. Love hearing that sound. I missed it so much. And we see the girls varsity team peeking in from the doors outside the gym, ready to take on the court.
Only 2 years removed from that state championship.
Amen. Still got 3 starters from that championship, or 3 players. We have, as we like to call the trio, Jess Poland, Sarah Eskew, and Dana Blassa still on the team. And a bunch of new faces will be storming on the court for the girls varsity team. So very excited to see how Funston will make use of that. 30 seconds left in this timeout, 44-42. Upper Dublin up by 2. Hoping to see them pull away with their first win.
We'll be right back. Who was that?
40.8 left in overtime. Upper Dublin up by 2. Luke Yoder to shoot one more. A chance to bring it to a 1-point game. He's going to shoot one.
I thought. Oh yeah, one and one rule. Sorry, high school basketball here, folks.
It was a shooting foul, so it would have been 2 either way. Yoder's been hot in the past few minutes. Had a lot of confidence slicing into the paint as he makes that one. 1-point game, 40.8. O'Sullivan finds Fatiga. Fatiga is going to have to race down court. He finds Stover. Stover to Kukla. Kukla decides to take the lob and makes use of that shot. He gets it to go. 3-point game, 30 seconds left. Here's Yoder. Yoder stops in place. He finds Fisher. Over the post. Back to Yoder. Yoder working on Kerzier at the right elbow. He's forced to give it up.
Might have been
McCormick. There's 15 seconds left. And it's going to be another timeout taken by Coach Dean Behrens.
And
we will be right back once again. Back from that quick timeout, 11.5 seconds. The Rams with the ball, and Kukla with that very important shot made pass from Stover. And a very good lob from Stover. 11.5 seconds left. Upper Dublin up by 3. The Rams to trigger it in. A chance for a 3-point play.
could we see double overtime here?
It's very possible. They were hot from 3 in the 4th quarter. And Nichols is not
5 second violation.
5 second violation. It's going the other way. Upper Dublin needing that one, and they're going to be forced to foul.
That is huge.
An immediate foul, as expected. Upper Dublin go to line. Kerzier looking to shoot a 1-and-1.
All he needs is one, and it's a 2-possession game. That'll essentially end it.
I mean, since we're in overtime, Upper Dublin not able to keep the Pennridge Rams under 39 from last night. Of course, we're in overtime, so.
Stats are a little inflated today.
9.7 seconds left. Kerzier to shoot a 1-and-1. First-year starter on varsity, along with O'Sullivan and Kukla. And here's post over to Campione. He's going to be forced to take it, but he decides to pass it. Once again, the Rams not able to get it off, in and out. And that will do it for overtime. Upper Dublin coming away with the win, 46-43. Wonderful start to the 2021 season.
Thank you all for joining us. I'm CJ Ambrose. Alongside me, Brian Portney, and of course, our senior color commentator.
Play-by-play commentator, Josh Azraf.
Sorry. I'll see you guys.
Stick around for the girls varsity game, the second game of this doubleheader. At 2 p.m., we will be live. And thank you for tuning in to Upper Dublin Cardinals taking on a 1-0 start to the season. Thanks for tuning in, guys.